Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Memory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bringing you an NFL Week 1 preview between the Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Bears. Let's start with the Colts in this ball game, and I look at their offense with the rookie quarterback Andrew Luck. You want to utilize those two talented rookie tight ends that you have to widen out that cover 2 defense. Coby Fleener, Dwayne Allen are both guys I think they could have a lot of success in getting open in that coverage and also making plays after the catch. So you want to utilize those guys in a flex formation or a flank formation against that cover 2. And the interior line play versus the Bears' interior defensive line could be a huge matchup offensively. If the Colts can run downhill on the Bears' suspect interior defense, they could have success moving the football up and down the field against Chicago. And you want to have some design run plays for Andrew Luck. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's not forget that Andrew Luck is a tremendous athlete. Find some design run plays to get this guy outside on the perimeter, utilize his feet to create space in the passing game. Now defensively, you want to utilize mostly a zone coverage versus Jay Cutler. If you give Jay Cutler time, he will find your defenders. So give him some time by creating those zone pressures and allow your front 7 to get pressure. Allow your front 4 to get pressure, front 3 to get pressure. Now also Vontae Davis versus Brandon Marshall. That's the biggest matchup. That's the reason why you go and get a guy like Vontae Davis to match up against the bigger wide receivers and a matchup against a team's #1 guy. I like that matchup. Davis has to win that all day. And Freeney versus Jamarcus Webb. That's a big battle for the Bears. The Bears want to know if their defensive line and their offensive line can't protect up front, and he's going to have to block Dwight Freeney each and every play coming off that edge aggressively in that 3-4. X factor for the Colts. My suggestion, Tom Zibikowski. I think this guy is going to be key in run support versus Matt Forte. Now, when you look at the Chicago Bears coming to this game, one thing that's creative about the Bears that I really like is that Matt Forte and Michael Bush are two guys that have tremendous athleticism. They're versatile. They can catch the football out of the backfield. They can run tough inside. So you want to find a situation where you can get these guys in the backfield at the same time, and that's crucial for this offensive success. And you also want to run behind Kellen Davis, the tight end. Match him up around Freeney. So you look at weak side running could be a key. Get Kellen Davis on that left side of the line of scrimmage to help out Webb. Run behind him. Use Freeney's biggest strength as his greatest strength at his biggest weakness. Run right at him behind Kellen Davis and put the big guys in the slot. Guys like Alshon Jeffrey. You can also get creative and put Brandon Marshall in the slot. Help widen out that cover 2 defense or that 3-4 defense that they want to run out there in Indianapolis. Now you look at the defense side of the football. Utilize Peppers in zone blitz situations. Peppers is tremendous athletically as far as dropping back in pressure and also applying pressure. Confuse a rookie, drop him back in zone blitz situations. In the big matchup, Reggie Wayne versus Charles Tillman. Tillman has to get physical with Wayne all throughout the ball game, take away that #1 target and frustrate Andrew Luck. And the linebackers versus the underneath coverage. With those tight ends that the Colts have, look for them to go underneath a lot. So you want to make sure your linebackers with Roach and also Briggs and even Urlacher can handle their own. X factor for the Bears has to be Jamarcus Webb. He has to hold his own at the point of attack. Now you look at some positional breakdowns right here. I think the Bears have the advantage at quarterback, running back, receiver. That trio right there is going to do a lot of damage for opposing teams. Indy has the advantage with the 2 young talented tight ends, but I say the offensive line, defensive line has to go to Chicago. That defensive front can be a ferocious nightmare for anybody playing quarterback. The Colts have the advantage at the linebackers because of Freeney now and Mathis are the outside rushers. And I have to say the defensive backs, even with adding Vontae Davis, I think that's a huge addition for the Colts. And with Charles Tillman and also the guys back there in the secondary, I think the Bears also have a good, solid secondary as well. They're equal. And the special teams obviously has to go to the Bears with Devin Hester returning kicks. I think that's a tremendous asset to have on your ball club. Huge matchup right here. Andrew Luck gets a tough test in week 1 going against a very talented defense. Guys with players that can get to the quarterback, linebackers that can cover. Offense looks to be explosive this year. This is a tough matchup for the Colts. I'm going with the Bears to win this ball game. You're going to see a lot from the Bears this year as far as formations, as far as production, as far as points. I think the Bears are going to be one of the more dangerous teams offensively in the National Football League this season.